Sip Mutkuranand, Sip Ajitek, Sip Roop, Sip Kaumudi, Sip Dasi, Sip Rais, Sip Bridget, Sip Sagairaj, Sip Shilpa, Sip Rajaratnam, Sip Kumar Swami, Sip Eru, Sip Ashok Nichani. Today's topic is an amazing gift that I got from the divine. The 10 commandments of detached attachment. It's a beautiful gift. And I call it a gift because I don't know where this came from. If some of you truly want to live a life of, yesterday we gave the formula, BLP. If you want to live a life of bliss, love, and peace, you must know the 10 commandments of detached attachment. So with that note, I'm sharing this new book that I'm just writing. The book is not ready. I'm just writing this book, but I'm sharing it with you today. Why did I write this book? Because seekers of enlightenment are imprisoned by attachments. How much ever, Bridget, how much ever you may want enlightenment, if you are attached, you can't get it. Rekha Parvani, you can't get enlightenment. Kaumudi, no way of getting enlightenment if you are attached, my dear friends. So if you want enlightenment, then Dasi Budrani, we have to live with detached attachment. We need to learn the 10 commandments. You don't have to give up your positions. You don't have to give up this world. But then what do you have to do? So the audio, video, okay? Up and down. I'm just thinking whether the is the audio, video okay? So now audio, video okay? Not okay. I just switched to a better network. Is it okay now? Thank you. So my friends, you don't have to give up your attachments with your people, your renunciations. You have to give up only your attachments, not your people, not the relationships. You don't have to renounce. And today we will learn the secret of detached attachment. What is this all about? How can we achieve this detached attachment? And I suddenly, from nowhere, I got 10 commandments. And I'm telling you, I didn't know what they were. I didn't know what were these 10 commandments of detached attachment. Mujhe pata nahi tha, but I got it. And if you go through them, you will realize the power. What does attachment do? Attachment makes us cling to people. It makes us cling to things. We become attached. And then what happens? When we become attached, we cling to people. It's a big problem. But what is the reason? What is the reason that we get attached? We get attached only because of our ignorance. We get so attached that we don't realize that it is our ignorance that is causing this attachment. We think something is mine. What is mine? Is it difficult to understand that nothing belongs to us? My dear friends, do you need to do PhD to understand this? Do you need to do MBBS doctorate to understand that I come alone, I go alone, I come with nothing, I go with nothing? What are you clinging on to people and things? What will you get? When will we realize the simple thing that we should not cling to anything? Well, when I asked myself why I should not cling, I realized When I was clinging to something, it was making me miserable. Whenever I cling, if I cling to something, oh, I live with so much misery, fear of losing that person or that thing, my things, my people. It creates stress, it creates worry, it creates anxiety. Suppose you have a car and you're attached to the car. Oh, it can make you mad. Did I tell you the story of the man who bought a BMW? You remember? आपको बोला वो BMW की वाली गाड़ी. एक आदमी BMW गाड़ी लिया. He bought a new BMW car. He put all his money savings. That's it. Have you heard this story? He bought a BMW car and then it was parked outside his window in the night and he went to sleep. And all his night he was sleeping about the BMW car. In the morning when he woke up, he saw his son taking a rock and scratching the car. He got out of his room. He went outside. He caught the boy, beat him, beat him, beat him. He was so angry. He took the boy's fingers, opened the car, put the finger and jammed it. He was so angry. Then he ran. Then the blood started coming from the fingers. He ran with the child to the hospital. Put the bandages. Regret, so much regret that he was attached to his car. And when he was coming back to the car, he saw on the car the boy had scratched, "I love you, Dad." The boy had scratched with a stone, "Love you, Dad." But he was so attached to the car. My dear friends, we don't realize that our attachments, they kill us. Relationships. Do you think relationships are bad? Should we give up people in our life? No. We should not give up people in our life. But we should not be attached. We should not give up people. We cannot give up people. But we should not become possessive. We should not have expectations. We should not cling to anybody. The moment you cling, you become miserable. So today I'm going to give you the solution. Today I'm going to give you the solution, the way of detachment. And SIP gave me 10 commandments. You know how commandments, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not have adultery. Those are the commandments from the Bible. I robbed the word commandment from there because it came from SIP. And I'm calling it the 10 commandments of detached attachment. Commandment number 1, thou shalt be free. Thou shalt be free. Commandment number 1, thou shalt be free. Freedom is precious. Don't give it up. Don't cling to anything. Nothing belongs to you. Don't let relationships imprison you in a cage. If you let a relationship imprison you, you become a prisoner for the rest of your life. Realize the truth that attachment will create misery. Learn to let go. Don't be a puppet on the string. The ultimate goal is nirvana, liberation, moksha, mukti, freedom. Commandment number 1, thou shalt be free. Commandment number 1, don't forget, thou shalt be free. Commandment number 2, thou shalt be happy. Don't compromise your happiness. Don't compromise your happiness. Make happiness a priority. Sometimes our attachment to people make us unhappy. We are willing to become miserable because of our attachment to people. What a joke. Make a vow to be happy now. Don't let happiness depend on things, on people. Happiness is a choice. 20 years back, Sudeep, 20 years back, I wrote a quote. I don't know if you've seen this quote. It was an orange ball. Did you see the quote? 20 years back, I wrote a quote. It said, if you can be glad but you choose to be sad, then you are mad. Huh? If you can be glad, Kaumadi, you heard? If you can be glad but you choose to be sad because you cling to somebody, you are mad. What is the use? If I cling to somebody and I become unhappy, what is life all about? Realize that happiness doesn't depend on possessions and people. Happiness depends on your state of being. It depends on being happy. Don't try to become happy. Resolve to be happy. Don't be attached and cling and lose that happy thing. Don't become miserable. Thou shalt be free. 1. Thou shalt be happy. 2. 3. Now this is going to come as a shock. Bridget, you're going to get a shock. Thou shalt love all. Thou shalt love all. How can I love all? somebody told me, if I tell my wife, you told thou shalt love all, tonight only she will shoot me. Yeah, because we have got such a petty understanding of the word love. We spell love as L-U-S-T. We don't know the meaning of love. And therefore, we are attached. Love, the true meaning of love is not from skin to skin, but from within to within. The true meaning of love comes from understanding the rainbow of 7 colors of love. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Love has 7 colors. The rainbow of love comes from white, just like the white light from the sun splits through droplets of water and creates 7 colors of the rainbow. The rainbow of love comes from the white love of the soul, and it splits through the 7 colors. A small child, a baby, is born. How does she love the mother? How does she know this is my mother? How does she love? She loves the mother because the love comes from the soul. Thou shalt love all. When there is attachment, it kills the love. Attachment binds us. That's why the Sufis said, Dada used to always say this. Dada used to say, Ishq Hakiki. Remember Nasi? He said, not Ishq Majazi. Not Ishq Majazi, Ishq Hakiki. Ishq Hakiki means divine love. The Sufis, they sing Ishq Hakiki, Rumi, Shams Tabriz. They talk about divine love. What do we think? We think love is Valentine's and hearts and kisses and sex. No, this is not love. It may be one of the 7 manifestations of love, but this is not love. Learn to let your love flow. Commandment number 3, thou shalt love all. You know what Khalil Gibran said? Have you heard of Khalil Gibran? Khalil Gibran said, your children are not your children. They came through you, not from you. They are with you, but they don't belong to you. True or false? A mother thinks this is my child. Did you create the child? Did you form the brain and the heart? We become attached and miserable, but we did not produce our children. Can anybody deny this? Did we produce our children? But you think, ये मेरी बच्ची है, ये मेरी बच्ची है, मेरी बच्ची. तेरी बच्ची कैसे हुआ रेखा? कैसे हुआ तेरी बच्ची? Because we are attached, we don't realize. Khalil Gibran, in a world famous poetry called The Prophet, he explains this. Commandment number 4, thou shalt not have expectations. Why do we become miserable? Expectations equal disappointment equals misery. Attachment creates expectations. You are attached, you expect. My son should do like this. My daughter should do like this. Why? They will do what they want to do. No, my son, my daughter. No. Maybe your son, your daughter, they will do what they want to do. Can you control them? Can you control them? I can't. And the moment we try to have expectations, there is disappointment, there is misery. We can love our children, but we must not be attached to our children. We can love children, but not be attached. The problem is we expect, we keep on expecting things. Why expect anything from anybody and become unhappy? Let go. Give people space. Give people space. Don't encroach people's space. You can love somebody a lot. You love a lot, but don't expect anything in return. The minute you love and then you expect, it becomes a transaction. The minute you love and then you expect something, it's not love. It's a transaction. My dear friends, the problem is We become too attached. One father was so crazy about his daughter that one day his daughter didn't come back from school from 11th standard. Every day she used to come at 4 o'clock. He didn't come back. He called the school. All children have left. He went to the school. Nobody was there. Then he came up to the house, again went back, again came. Nobody is there. Then he started calling all the hospitals and said, any girl with long hair, this height, thin girl from this school, this uniform, carrying black bag. He called the police station and said, what should I do? Should I register a complaint? He registered a complaint. At 8 o'clock, the child walked into the house. From 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, he was so attached, he became miserable. At 8 o'clock, she walked in the house and he said, where the hell did you go? She said, Dad, I told you last week I have a new Buddhist friend. I'm going for meditation classes. I told you last week. He had forgotten. And he had turned the whole city upside down. Attachment can do this, my dear friends. Attachment can kill us. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not lose peace of mind. When we are attached, we become stressed, we become miserable, we worry, we lose our peace of mind. When we are attached, we cling, we become possessive. We all do it. We all do it. But the mind makes us miserable. The mind makes us attached. The mind makes us miserable. Our own mind steals the peace of mind, steals our peace. How can we be silent? How can we be thoughtless? How can we be in the state of consciousness of the truth? Let us learn commandment number 5. Thou shalt not lose the peace of mind. Don't become passionate about your possessions. Huh? I told you this lady who loves the Louis Vuitton bag. Oh, the lady and the Louis Vuitton bag. If her daughter doesn't come from school, it doesn't matter, but Louis Vuitton bag must be in front of her eyes. Addictions. Addictions can make us miserable. Many of us are addicted to things, to people. And this addiction kills us. My dear friends, the mind is a big problem. How are you going to deal with the mind? I wrote a song that day, and it's one of my favorite songs. It says, मन ही खुशियों को चुराता है, दुखी तो मन ही कराता है, खुशियों भरा जग प्रभु का, इसमें इंसान क्यों रोता है, मन ही खुशियों को चुराता है. The mind is attached. The mind makes us miserable. The mind is the problem. And we have to learn commandment number 5, thou shalt not lose peace of mind. Because खुशियों के पीछे हम भागते हैं, इस पल में खुश हम ना रहते हैं, जो खुशी हमें आसानी से मिलती उसका महत्व ना जानते हैं, जीने की वजह तो कोई नहीं, मरने का बहाना ढूंढता है, ढूंढता है, ढूंढता है, मन ही खुशियों को चुराता है. ये मन जो है, ये मन ही खुशी को चुराता है. But what do? We become slaves of the mind because we don't have command of the 10 commandments. Commandment number 1, thou shalt be free. Commandment number 2, thou shalt be happy. Commandment number 3, thou shalt love all. Commandment number 4, thou shalt not have expectations. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not lose the peace of mind. Commandment number 6, thou shalt accept and surrender. Can you change what has happened? You can't. Accept it. Everything unfolds as per karma. Don't react. Respond. But what do? We are attached. We are so attached that we react. We react. We become miserable. We should not react. We should accept. We should accept, my dear friends. That is the way. We have to surrender. How can you learn the art of surrender? Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. We don't know to live with faith. We don't have trust. Somebody asked me, what's the meaning of faith? Faith, full assurance in the heart. What's trust? Total reliance, unconditional surrender. Do you have trust? Because you don't have trust, you are miserable. You are unhappy. Everything is a drama, my friends. This is just a show. We come and we go. Is it complicated to understand that in this world, everything is just an ordinary drama? This earth is a stage. When will we realize that this earth is a stage? We are actors. We come and we go. But because we don't live a life of surrender, we don't accept, we don't surrender, we become miserable. These are 6 commandments. We have 4 more commandments to go. But some of you like this beautiful song. It says, Samarpan karna, जीवन जो ये जिसने दिया वही संभालेंगे जो भी होता उनके हाथों में है क्यों है डरना अर्पण करना है छोड़ दे जीवन अपना उनके हाथों में जिंदगी छोड़ दे जो होता स्वीकार कर ले ये लीला तो सब उनकी है सब उनके हाथों में है समर्पण हमको करना है. We have to learn. We have to learn to surrender. We have to learn to accept. It's a commandment. Thou shalt surrender. Thou shalt accept. Learn the commandments till the book comes to your hand. Commandment number 7. Thou shalt not be miserable. Thou shalt not be miserable. Why do we become miserable? Because of BME. Body, mind, ego. There is no BLP. Bliss, love, and peace. Therefore, when you make a resolution, a commandment, thou shalt not be miserable. Oh, there may be physical pain. Overcome it. Take a tablet. Don't go and say, no, if I take tablet, no, then that will affect my body. Then after you die, your body, one day you are going to die, no? Kill the pain before the pain kills you. I learned this from my grandfather. My grandfather and my father used to teach me, kill the pain before the pain kills you. If you don't, the pain will kill you. So kill the pain before the pain kills you. Don't let the mind make you miserable. Kill the mind before the mind kills you. Kill the pain before the pain kills you. Kill the mind before the mind kills you. Don't let ego agonize. Kill the ego before the ego kills you. How many murders you're going to do? 3 murders. Murder of the body, murder of the mind, murder of the ego. What is the main cause of misery? Attachment. What is the solution? Detachment. How can you learn to live with detachment? The way is detached attachment. Eliminate toxic thoughts, toxic people. Eliminate desire, greed. Enjoy the show. We are just actors. ये तो एक नाटक है कुछ सच ना है हम तो कलाकार हैं आते हैं जाते हैं ये उनकी लीला है सब माया है. When will we realize? ये तो we are taking it too seriously. We are taking this natak. Oh, ये मेरा है, ये मेरा होगा, ओ क्या होगा, ये मेरा. क्या तेरा है? कोई भी तेरा नहीं. Nothing is yours. When will you realize? Don't be like that dog sitting on the nail. You remember the story of the dog sitting on the nail? I went to a friend. I told Roger, what's wrong with Tommy? His dog's name was Tommy. And Tommy is like, we are many of us are like Tommy. What Tommy was doing, sitting and doing gurr, gurr, a gurr, a gurr. Tommy was going on groaning. I asked Roger, why is Tommy groaning? So Roger said, hey, don't worry. Tommy has a habit of groaning because he is sitting on a nail. Hey, Roger, why is Tommy such an idiot, man? Why can't Tommy get off the nail? And Roger said, Tommy is not getting off the nail because it's not hurting so much. Many of us are like groaning dog. We are groaning on a nail. We don't have the courage to get out of that nail. We are sitting on the nail and grrr, 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 like Tommy. Huh? God has given you an intellect, not to be Tommy. That's why you are a human being. You use the intellect. Huh? There's a difference between Tommy and Atharv. Atharv has got a brain. Atharv has got intellect. He has to use intellect, not sitting like a Tommy and the dog and groaning. No, that's not the way. Commandment number 8, thou shalt overcome ignorance. Thou shalt overcome ignorance means you will not go on living with what you have been taught. You will unlearn. You will go on a quest. You will realize nobody is mine. Nothing is mine. I came without anything. I will go without anything. Is it complicated? Are you telling me you can't understand this? That nothing will be yours. One day we will go. It's just a show. It is ignorance that makes me believe, oh, this is mine, that is mine. Nothing is ours. The one who lives with attachment is a fool. The one who lives with attachment cries. He doesn't realize that it's just a dream. Did I tell you the story of attachment? One man was so attached to a fur, a rug made of Arctic animals. One man wanted one thick blanket, fur ka blanket. So he was sitting in Haridwar, and suddenly he saw one big fur blanket floating in the Ganges. He said, "Arey, mera blanket!" Kisi foreigner ne blanket chhod diya. He jumped in the Ganga and he swam and he caught that fur blanket. And then his friends told him, "Arey, wapas aa jao, mar jayega, you will drown. Chodo, usko chodo." He told his friends, "Arey, maine jo choda, wo mujhe nahi chhod raha hai." See what attachments do? First, you cling to the attachment. When you cling to the attachment and you hold it, then the attachment clings to you. First, you cling the fur blanket, and then the blanket will cling you, and it will not let go of you. And then you are dead. And then you are dead because you were clinging onto something. And now that something is not willing to let go of you. My dear friends, nothing is ours. Realize the truth. Attachment number 9. Thou shalt live with a purpose. Why am I here? Who am I? Why am I here? Am I this body? This body will die. People will say he passed away. What is this meaning of life and death? When I was born, my birthday is not my birthday. I was born 9 months before. I was one cell. And then around that cell, the embryo was created. Go on a quest. Ask questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is this realization, enlightenment, liberation? Get out of the illusion. Realize that God is not God. God is Sip, supreme immortal power. My dear friends, I realize I have to cut short so many analogies, so many stories, because time is running out. And I have to give you the final commandment. I have more stories to tell you and more things to tell you about this. But commandment number 10, thou shalt live as the divine soul. Thou shalt not live as Hitkari, Sudeep, Motkula Anand, and Prijat, and Dasi, and Kumar Swami. No, this is just your name. You are not your name. You are the divine soul. We are not this body. Why are we attached to the body? We are not the mind. Why do we cling to people and to things? We are not the ego. Why does the ego all the time say I, me, mine? Tattvamasi neti neti tum ho vahi ye nahi ye nahi. The Upanishads start with this. Tattvamasi neti neti. Not this, not this. Thou art that. Even when you love, love without attachment. Love is not attachment, my dear friends. If you think love is attachment, love is not attachment. Live with consciousness of the truth. Live with bliss. Realize the truth of what is love. This will happen when you live as the divine soul. So today, I have given you 10 commandments. Today, I have given you 10 commandments. And if we live with these 10 commandments, we will learn the art of detached attachment. These commandments will liberate us. These commandments will free us from attachment to people, to possessions. We will be enlightened. We will be liberated. We will be united with the divine. But you have to follow these 10 commandments. Will you repeat after me? Will you all repeat after me? Commandment number 1, thou shalt be free. I'm waiting for you to repeat. Commandment number 1, thou shalt be free. Commandment number 2, thou shalt be happy. Commandment number 2, thou shalt be happy. Commandment number 3, thou shalt love all. Commandment number 3, thou shalt love all. Commandment number 4, thou shalt not have expectations. Commandment number 4, thou shalt not have expectations. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not lose peace of mind. Thou shalt not lose peace of mind. Commandment number 6, thou shalt accept and surrender. Thou shalt accept and surrender. Commandment number 7, thou shalt not be miserable. Thou shalt not be miserable. Commandment number 8, thou shalt overcome ignorance. Thou shalt overcome ignorance. Commandment number 9, thou shalt live with a purpose. Thou shalt live with purpose. And commandment number 10, thou shalt live as the realized soul. Thou shalt live as the realized soul. My dear friends, because I see many of you are struggling, next Friday is my favorite topic. Next Friday topic is kill the mind before the mind kills you. Next Friday's topic is kill the mind before the mind kills you. Because if you don't kill the mind, your mind is surely going to kill you. So that is the topic of next Friday. Kill the mind before the mind kills you. But today we will be talking about detached attachment. And I would like to throw open this discussion to all of you. The question and answers that you would like to ask me on detachment, on attachment, on misery, on life, on the commandments. Administrator, over to you. Questions and answers. All are unmuted?
No.
Yes.
Shivoham,
Shivoham, bolo.
आपने कहा कि expect.
You are muted. Unmute. I can't hear you. आपका mute हो गया.
You said that there should not be any expectations.
Correct.
तो मेरी बच्ची छोटी है तो उसे कुछ भी एक्सपेक्ट ना करूं, मतलब अगर ऑफिस जाती हूँ तो कुछ काम देके जाती हूँ कि मैं जब तक आऊँ ये कर देना. तो
You give, but don't be disappointed if she doesn't do.
Okay.
Don't have expectations. If you have expectations, you'll have attachment. That's how will you. आप उसको बोलो. You tell. You do like this. You do like this. This is good for you. You teach. You tell her to do, but don't have expectations.
तो अगर वो नहीं करे तो उसे ना डांटो.
No, मत डांटो. Explain. Explain. Follow the principle of whale done. Learn how that whales in America are taught in SeaWorld. In SeaWorld, they teach whales by appreciating every time you do a good work, not by punishing bad work. Every time she does a good work, you give a chocolate. But don't punish bad work. Accentuate the positive, redirect the negative. This is the way to teach children. This is how they train killer whales in America. Killer whales. That's why in my office, if you come, you'll always find whales. Pictures in my office, everywhere there are whales in my office to inspire us with a subject called Whale Done.
Whales क्या होता है ये? Whales means I didn't understand.
Okay, I'll explain to you personally. You look for a book called WHALE, Whale Done, Whale of a Job. A personal chat में आपको समझाऊंगा. Next question, please. Don't come at the last minute and ask question at 8:30 and 8:35. And then I have to say, sorry, I can't answer your question. Yes, please start. I know you have starting trouble. Start.
You said, sir, you said that Khalil Gibran,
Yeah,
he said, your children are not your children.
correct.
They come through you, but they are not of you.
Correct.
But the last 3 lines of Khalil Gibran's saying on children is that you are the bow, the parent is the bow, and the child is the arrow.
Correct.
And the archer is God.
Correct.
So the bow has to bend as much as possible, making easier for the archer, that is God, to shoot the arrow in a space of infinite, because he knows where the arrow should hit. So we have to be part of the God's team to bring up our children.
So, yes, so you have a question, or you're just sharing this comment, or you have a question?
No, because you said you should not, they are not your children, so you have no role to play.
No, I did not say that. I'm only saying, Mohan, when you give birth to a child, what do we do apart from the act of copulation, apart from an intercourse? What do we do to create the birth of the child? Do we do anything else?
No, that is the biological process.
Yeah. So,
But
creating
we
the child?
we also have a duty towards bringing up our children.
Absolutely. We have our duty and we must fulfill our duty. But once the child is on their feet, we need to do our duty, which is our duty for our life.
Yeah.
And our duty is to realize that we and our child are all sick. Khalil Gibran probably did not reach that level of understanding that we are all supreme immortal power. So we have to pick the good things from people, but then we have to keep adding the good and the good and the good and get to the great. We have to get to the ultimate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your input, Mohan. It's always good to give feedback. Everybody should add, like how Mohan has added some point. Please keep adding so that we can all move forward. Who else would like to ask a question? Or Atmatray?
Yes.
Guruji, bolo.
Yes, sir. Shivam Shipinier. Today, many times I feel sip in everyone, but rarely. I forget how should I remain in that state forever.
You cannot remember sip in everyone.
Okay.
You cannot remember. You have to realize.
I see.
This is called that. The moment there is a realization.
Yeah.
So I always tell people, when you realize it, you don't have to memorize it.
Yeah.
Do you have to keep on telling, my nose is here? Where is my eyes? Eyes are here. Where is my ears? Ears are here. Do you have to remember where is your nose? Where is your eyes? Why you don't have to remember? Why you don't have to remember where is your nose? Do you search? Do you search for your nose?
No, I know.
Why? Tell me, why do you don't have to search?
I realize.
No, you don't realize. You don't realize. You know.
Yeah.
You know it.
Okay.
don't speak this language of spirituality and get confused. You don't realize you have your nose is here. You know it. You know it very well. Yes. Just like you know your nose is here, you have to realize that everything is shipped. You have to realize. And once you open your real eyes and you realize, that day I told Dasi asked me the question, When Darcy told me, how do I think Darcy asked me the question, once we are enlightened, can we lose the enlightenment? I think this is the question Darcy asked me. Darcy, you remember the example I gave you, Darcy? I told Darcy that if you go to one go down, and if your manager switches on the lights and you see all garments, you go to the next go down and he switches the lights, you see TVs, and you go to the third go down and he switches the light and you see diamonds, crystals everywhere. You don't have to remember which go down has got the crystals and the diamonds. You have been enlightened with it. You will not have to think which go down. You know which go down. You realize it. And if tomorrow he tells you there are no crystals, you tell the manager, keep shut. Don't tell me. I have seen the crystal with my own eyes. I have realized it. Once there is a moment of realization, Atmatrai, once you realize sip in all, you don't have to memorize it. Once you realize it, try to get to the state of realization. What is the state of realization? You know, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Reach that state. Satya ye hai ke Shiva hi sundar hai. Reach that state. Okay, can I ask you a question? Atmatra, I'm going to ask you one question.
Okay.
One man told me, it is related to the subject and related to what you're saying. If a beautiful butterfly or a beautiful parrot you have a beautiful parrot, African parrot you bought for 1 lakh rupees in your house, and you kept a beautiful African parrot. And then it died. So it was the most beautiful parrot, it died. Will you still keep the parrot, or it will decay, it will disintegrate?
I will not keep it.
So the beauty is not in the parrot. The beauty is in the sip that was in the parrot. Now this example should make you realize. Somebody asked me the question, all of you who are having a problem of attachment, all of you who are attached to people, please pay attention. This is probably the best thing I'm saying in the call today. This will be the best thing I'm saying in the whole call today. Pay attention. Those of you who have got attachment and you come and ask me, give me a way how I can realize I should not be attached to these people. How can I be detached? You know the simple way? You imagine that person whom you're attached to is dead. You imagine that person is dead. Will you still be attached? Will you still be attached to the dead body? There was a lady who loved her man. There was a lady who had no children. She loved her husband for 35 years. After 35 years, he died. And after he died, for a few minutes, she was hugging the body, hugging the body, hugging the body. But after a few minutes, when she realized he is dead, she refused to even look at the body. She refused to even touch the body. The moment, this is an example how to learn art of detachment. So you get the point, that Atmata, you understanding what I'm saying? Yes, ultimately, that person is going to die. Why are we saying, if that person is not there, I will die, I will die, I will die. That person will not be here tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. Why can't you understand? Why can't you accept it? Why can't you realize you are the divine soul? So Atmatrai, you have to realize God. Don't memorize God. Don't try to remember, oh, God in all, 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 God in all. No, don't memorize it. Realize. Okay?
Very nice. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next question comes from Bridget, not Jyotri. Bridget is saying, how I can be free of all attachment. I give you one example, Bridget. If you're deeply attached to somebody, imagine they are dead.
I cannot imagine be no attachment to me, because my vehicle is my body. I can be detached from my body for now. Maybe after that, but for now, I have to move with this vehicle. And everything around me, it's It's my reality. I am attached to my reality. How I can remove all my reality?
No, you don't. Your point is this: we don't have to remove all our attachments. We have to remove those attachments which make us miserable. Those attachments which are giving us unhappiness. They are called toxic attachments, which are making us cry. There are some toxic attachments which are making us miserable. We have to let go. If you don't let go, Bridget, you will keep on crying and crying and crying. Do you want to cry till you die?
No.
So we have to give up only those attachments and we must be detached. If there's some attachment and it's not making you unhappy, it's okay. But in general, we must not learn to be attached. We must appear, it appears we are attached, but inside we should be detached. And that's why when you follow the 10 commandments, you will have detached attachment. It is not removing attachment, but having detached attachment. Person will think you love that person like mad, but inside you are detached. Inside you are not attached. Okay, next question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. Jyotri says, enlightenment and ignorant person are soul. Jyotri always comes with interesting questions, right? So Jyotri says, the enlightened and the ignorant person are both soul, not mind and ego. What will happen to the ignorant man after his death? Of course, he will come back. Question is, who will come back? Who will come back? It is me. It is the mind and ego. Who will come back? It is me. Who is ignorant? It is me. The mind and ego. But the mind and ego is like a software which needs a hardware to manifest. A software cannot be, you cannot play the software in thin air. Every software needs a hardware. Every mind and ego needs a body. So Jyotri, the one who comes back is not the body. The body returns to dust. The one who comes back is the mind and ego. The body is only an instrument. It is the mind and ego that is ignorant. Please define the meaning of self. Self. In spirituality, we talk about self, which means somebody in the olden days, when you ask somebody, how did you do it? He says, myself. So what is the meaning of myself? Myself actually means me, right? Means the one. But the real self is the Atma. The real self is the soul. The real self is Sip. The minute the self leaves, there is death. There is no breath. That's why when somebody dies, we say he passed away. Who passed away? The self. The self passed away. Now, Jyotri, if you are ignorant, you will think that self is me, the mind and ego. If you are enlightened, then you will realize it is no mind. There is no mind and ego. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. The self is the divine soul. This is the game of life. The game of life is just this, to realize I am not he. I am not me. I am he. I am not me, mind and ego. I am he. He is holistic energy. I am not me. I am he. The moment you realize that, you are liberated. You are free from rebirth. You become one with the divine. Where is the mind? You cannot find. Where is the ego? There is no ego. It is a mistaken identity. It exists only because of ignorance. It's called Karana Sharira in the Upanishads. Okay, next question. Anybody wants a live question? There's a many typed question coming from the group. But anybody has a live question?
Akshay has raised some questions. It's my friend.
Akshay, you are available live, but you have typed the question, right?
Yes, Master.
So
Yes,
Akshay's
Master.
first question is, what if being free makes you careless? You should not be careless, because being free means being in consciousness. Being free does not mean having 4 bottles of wine and dancing on the road. That is not being free. Then that is not free. You are a prisoner of your senses. Being free means being free from your senses, from your mind, from your ignorance. So the question of carelessness does not arise. What if being happy makes others sad? Ramana Maharishi was asked this question. What if being happy makes others sad? What Ramana Maharishi answered? Ramana Maharishi said, there are no others. There are no others. Which others are you talking about? Because Advaita means there is no me and you. We are all one. So do not worry about making others sad. No. Thou shalt be happy. If you are happy, others can be happy. They say charity begins at home. If you are yourself a beggar, how can you help beggars? If you are happy, you can help others be happy. Your objective is not to make others sad, because you realize others are also manifestation of the divine. What if loving all divides all? He's taking each of my commandment and he's questioning each of the commandment. Akshay. When you love all as manifestation of the one divine. There's no division. There's no duality. What if not having expectation leaves others in havoc? All your questions are Dvaita. All your questions are based on duality. You and me is being separate. You and me are not separate. We are one. First you realize that. Then there will be no attachment, because there will be divine love. What if surrendering and accepting leads you the wrong way? So this is like Akshay. This is like somebody in a TV show who has got to question the anchor. So you pick up all the questions and you just put opposite questions. So don't do that. If there's any question that surrendering and accepting will never lead you the wrong way, because you're surrendering to the divine and you're accepting the divine will. You are not accepting the will of any monkey on the street. What if not being miserable makes you shameless? Why would you become shameless? Why can't that not being miserable make you profoundly peaceful and sensitive and compassionate? Why do you have to become shameless? You don't have to. One might overcome ignorance, but what if we drift apart? Don't drift. Don't overcome ignorance and then jump back into it. Purpose of life changes. Purpose of life never changes, Akshay. You need to attend this call more, Akshay. The purpose of life never changes. The purpose of life is one, to realize we are the divine soul. That is our ultimate goal. The purpose of life will never change. The purpose of life is to find the purpose of life. That will never change. And so if you move on the path, if you follow the 10 commandments, there is detached attachment, then you will be on the way to enlightenment, the way to realization, the way to liberation, the way to unification. You will live in Sat Chit Anand. You will live like a yogi. And then you will experience that state of Ananda. Okay, next question. We have just a few minutes to go. Who is going to ask us questions before we end the show? I'm avoiding the typed questions. We have 1 or 2 more typed questions, but live questions. How close are you to enlightenment? What is stopping you back? What is it that you are attached to? Is attachment making you miserable? Why are you becoming miserable? What are the other things that are holding you back from liberation, from unification with the divine? Or there are some other questions in your mind?
Ravi,
Yes.
the question today, you have enlightened me because I was a little bit upset. So the question is, what you have, the 10 commandments are very crucial, very enlightening, and I thank you for that.
Thank you, Darshi. Thank you so much. Is there a question to ask, or you just wanted to express this?
No, I just want to express this.
So let me give you let me add a small thing to you, Darshi. Take
Yeah.
these 10 commandments. And if you go by these commandments, each commandment, you don't dispute each commandment by itself is making sense to you. Thou shalt be free, thou shalt be happy, thou shalt not be miserable, because they are very simple commandments. Are they complicated? They are very
No,
simple.
they're not.
Right. Now, when we take these 10 commandments, Dasi, and we put them together, it's like putting the chip and the motherboard and the keyboard together, and the computer is ready. That means then you are detached. If only you follow these commandments. If you don't follow these commandments, we get stuck again.
Right. Okay.
So
I'll
keep
try
these-
to do that.
Keep these commandments in front of you like a small card and or on your mobile phone, and just remind yourself, thou shalt not be miserable. For example, suppose you're attached to somebody very dear to you. Because of them, you're becoming miserable. Then if you become miserable, how can you be enlightened? Because an enlightened
Exactly.
person is not supposed to be miserable.
Right.
We love somebody. We love somebody a lot, correct? But why should they make us miserable? Should they make us miserable?
You're right.
So these are the
Yeah.
vows. These are the commandments. You live by these commandments.
If you can kindly send me the 10 commandments,
I'll
I
send
would
it to you.
appreciate.
I'll WhatsApp the 10 commandments. Okay. And we'll also try to paste it here, but I will send you the 10 commandments. So I did not, when I started writing this book, Dasi, last week I started writing this book. I didn't know what I was writing. I was wanting to write a book on detached attachment because a lot of people felt in this call, many people tell me in this call, I am not getting enlightened because I'm attached. I'm attached to my children. I'm attached to my grandchildren. I'm attached to my business. But Dasi, the simple thing is, we come with nothing, we will go with nothing. It is not a complicated thing to understand, but what to do? But we get attached. And then the SIP gave me the 10 commandments. SIP told me that if we follow these 10 commandments, we will automatically get detached.
Okay.
It's a magical way of getting detached by following these 10 commandments.
Thank you. Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other question? We still have a few more minutes. Anybody wants to ask a question?
Hey, you said that the SIP gave me the commandments. You are only the SIP, na?
So
आप ही को तो
SIP, see, pay attention sometimes. It's like you're already telling you're the ocean, but you're only telling you're the wave. I am the wave, but I come from the ocean, I go back into the ocean. Na? इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि wave अलग है ना, wave और ocean एक है. It appears as the wave and goes back in the ocean. Na? Now I'm understanding.
No, you said SIP gave the commandments.
Yeah, that SIP is a huge universal SIP. पूरी दुनिया का पूरा कॉस्मोस का SIP है, और मैं एक दाना हूँ, SIP का वही दाना हूँ.
तो हमसे भी बड़ा कोई और SIP है?
नहीं, अरे हमसे भी बड़ा SIP एक ही है. Please think. Suppose you are going to Goa in the beach. Have you been to Goa in the beach?
No.
Have you seen the movie of the beach? If you go to the beach and you take a bucket of water from the beach, you take one bucket of water and you come to your bathroom. It becomes separate or what?
वो separate ही तो है ना, वो बीच है, ये तो सिर्फ bucket भरा पानी है ना.
लेकिन पानी तो वही है ना, पानी अलग हो गया या वही पानी चेंज हो गया बाथरूम में?
तो वही है.
Like that. I am just one bucket. SIP is the ocean. You understand? And when I get it, means I receive it in the form of the Jeev Atma. This fellow is imprisoned in this body. The SIP is imprisoned. The SIP has to be liberated. Not SIP, the ignorance, the ME, the mind and ego has to be liberated for the SIP to be united with the divine, and then game is over. It's not so easy. You can't understand it so easy. Amitash, you have another question?
Shivoham, Master.
Shivoham, Amitash.
Master, there are two school of thoughts in my knowledge when it comes to de-attachment or de-addiction. The first school of thought is basically the realization, and then just by a click, just removing that thing from life. Okay, that is first school of thought. Second school of thought is technique. So there are various kind of techniques which are deployed in the second school of thought. So when you say that get detached from ego, get detached from this or that. So Master, which school of thought do you recommend should be followed, or is it personal? Master.
No, none of those school of thought. This is the commandments. You follow the commandments.
Okay,
If you-
Master. Okay.
Amitash, if you just follow the commandments. Now the commandments are telling you nothing about attachment and detachment. They are just telling you a philosophy of life. Thou shalt be free. Thou shalt be happy. Thou shalt not have expectations. Thou shalt not, again, now thou shalt surrender and accept. So if you follow these philosophies of life, you will automatically get detached. It is an automatic method of getting detached through a choice of life.
Master, when we are deploying these commandments, so do we deploy it through a medium of techniques, or we deploy it through faith and just doing it? And just,
You deploy it through your common sense.
Okay, Master. Okay.
You just
Okay,
say,
Master.
thou shalt be free. What does it mean, Amitash? I shall not be a prisoner to anybody. Thou shalt be happy. Means I will choose to be happy. Thou shalt not be miserable. Means I will not let anybody make me miserable. Thou shalt accept and thou shalt surrender. Are they complicated words, Amitash? Or they
No,
simple
not
words?
here. They are simple words, Master.
Don't
Simple.
try to complicate it. My job
Okay,
is
Master.
not to complicate. My job is to simplify. Every
Yes,
day I
Master.
come on the call, I try to make it a call where a fourth standard child should be able to understand what I've talked. My
Truly,
job,
Master.
yeah, it's not to complicate. Last question for today. Anybody wants?
Thank you
to
so
ask?
much, Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amitash. We have one question if somebody wants. Only one more question. Very good. When in time, in life, a situation comes when you have no questions. When my Guruji, Dada J.P. Vaswani, when he told me, you have any questions? And I told him, I have no questions. He said, you have realized the truth. A time has come in life, in reality, where we have no questions, where all our questions are answered. But I don't believe that all your questions are answered. You need to write down questions every day. Your challenge is at least to write one question. In 24 hours, from today, 8 o'clock till tomorrow, 8 o'clock, you must have one question which you don't have the answer. When I went to my master, I had hundreds of questions. Every day, try to only write one question. And if you don't feel like asking it through your mic, type it on the chat. Either you can ask it on the mic or you can type it on the chat. And then you give the opportunity of that to the whole group to be enlightened. My dear friends, your divine presence makes this call meaningful and it gives energy of SIP to one and all. I thank you. I bow down to you. Shiva.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow at 8.
Thank you.